essentially, I'm currently planning to head the convoy to Tripoli. So we could shoot for Benghazi, but as long as we keep the convoy alive and sink the British, so as much of the British as possible, it's already going to be better for us than for them. And I am assuming that most of their assets will initially be located towards the east because that's kind of just where their main naval bases outside our strike range of our aircraft are. As such, the plan is for Force C to kind of form a picket line, somewhat shielding us towards any approach from Crete, and they're from that direction essentially. Can also just paint that in, so something like this, maybe a little further west. We know that there is something up in the northwestern corner, which will need to travel through our waters, but most likely aided by something in Malta. So the plan is for Force B to steam up at relatively high speeds, yet again, kind of dotting along the destroyers as we go in order to cover the strait, and have the convoy and the close cover force link up, because I don't intend to fight with anything but our full force, if at all possible. And yeah, with that we would then hope to engage the British convoy and at least drive it away, if not sink it outright, while keeping ours alive, if not at the perfect destination, then that's also gonna be fine enough. If we keep it alive enough, we might even be able to just then have it sail from Tripoli to Benghazi afterwards. Yeah, so anybody got any task force they want to get specifically? I know that the convoy and the Force B, where I'll be as well, is both not the most attractive commands, so anybody willing to volunteer themselves for any of the forces?
I
I
will.
mean,
Well, I am live streaming, but I am willing to take whatever is the most difficult or hardest command, or the one that nobody wants. Whatever is fine with me.
Okay.
So I'll take any command, but
Yeah.
uh,
Uh, Barrett, you said you had to might have to leave early, right?
yes. So you give me the most like not the most important fleet. Okay, you can give me like a side fleet or something like that.
I
Like
was gonna give you the most important fleet because I'll also be staying with it. So essentially, we'll be.
that makes
Wait.
sense. Yeah.
Hey, Rommel. Hey. Hi, Rommel. Are you
Oh,
also joining us as well?
no, I'm just here to wish you guys luck.
Thanks. Yeah, he's the guy we're gonna be supplying. Uh,
Please
so
win.
yeah, like last time I did win, but the time before that I sank all Axis aircraft because I played on the Allied side that time.
I won't
So
count you as a traitor if you win this battle.
uh, yeah, we'll see about that.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll tune in though to see how you guys are doing during this planning session. How about that?
I don't quite get where the problem is with you, Goldtron. Sorry. Do you have voice?
Yeah, yeah, I do have voice chat.
Yeah. Do you want any of the forces specifically? I know you can't see them right now.
Uh, Maybe the cruiser force, the fast force.
That's all just destroyers, and that is probably the hardest force because they're gonna get butchered by anything that's coming from the east, most likely. So as long as you
Which
like,
is the
once you
force
make
with the
any
cruisers?
mistake, I could give you the Force A, which has 3 light cruisers for you. In that case, it also has a slow and somewhat older but modernized battleship.
I could try that.
And then Glaco, you don't have anything yet?
No, I'm fine with anything.
Yeah,
Just
then you'll
FYI, this would be
probably
my first naval game.
yeah, you'll probably be ending up with a convoy.
That's fine, since I also need to. Would need to get off voice at least.
Yeah. So essentially, so we've got assignments. I'll just call Tant here right now for that.
And,
what's the name of the game?
The name of the game is yeah, Game of Titan 3078.
and
Oh,
what,
found it.
what do you want me to command?
You would be commanding Force C.
Which is
Okay.
which one is that? The
The
Force
six
C. Six
Yes.
destroyers. Okay, so I'm headed out in the direction of Crete to create a screen and
Yeah.
warn of anything that's coming in.
So wait. Force A will be Gotron.
Okay, so I have picket duty now. I'm gonna need a
Yeah,
copy of this
essentially.
module for the live stream if I can get it, please. So I won't
Yeah,
be able
you
to.
never sent in the module Tant. That's a
Oh,
little...
I'm so sorry. I
Oh,
copied and pasted
no.
and I forgot to send it.
Not that one.
I'm totally confused. Where's the module?
There we
Right.
go.
It's in
I
red
forgot to
discussion
send it.
now.
Yeah, that was my bad. There you are.
Okay. Is the convoy called Force D? No, it's called convoy.
All right. And in that case, we can.
Yeah, it's kind of a little up for you to decide based on what you like catch with radio traffic and everything. I would prefer to have you further west, so you might be able to make it in case there's an engagement. Kind
Okay.
of,
And where am I operating out of? I'm operating out of Benghazi.
yes, you are essentially the most split off by far.
Yeah, no problem.
So Force B will steam pretty much immediately straight north. I will actually call Tant back yet again, because questions.
Unfortunate that we cannot take Malta right now, but you know.
Yes, we don't just convoy onto Malta right now.
That's very sad.
Yeah.
Mic
Air
off.
Force, like, is the Regia Aeronautica completely absent? And
Yes, you will have no support from the Italian Air Force.
bastards.
I believe most, if not all, your cruisers will have recon aircraft.
What
Okay.
about the German Air Force? Where's that when you need them?
I believe most of your German Air Force got killed in the last battle. So
Dang it!
Was it the Battle of the Gazala?
No, it's a totally different game. Also,
So the
Goring.
space is different.
Yeah, Goring promised us air support. Where is he?
Just send the remaining.
Yeah,
The remainder.
because I like Malta is an airport or has an air force, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it
it
not?
does.
Yeah.
It does.
So what the fuck? Anyway, the aircraft, the battleships have spotting aircraft as well, right?
off the top of my head, I don't know, but that would be a fairly safe assumption. Yeah.
I'm just looking for launch rails on them right now. I think maybe the Italians didn't even. I'll just have to look that up. Essentially, yeah. So
Mic on.
All right, so I have my orders. I am going to be. I have what sounds like maybe a boring job, but oftentimes the most boring jobs in a Kriegsspiel are actually the most compelling ones because if there's going to be a surprise, that's where it's going to fall. That being said, let me take a look at my Actually, I'm gonna see if I can spawn in some Italian ships. And I have to look for them in these games that I have, because I have but all kinds of ships and stuff, but I don't know if I have Italian. Let's just spawn in the whole lot of these. And probably not. What is that? That's a Russian ship. Although they do look nicer as destroyers, don't they? So, but let's see here. We'll just set that aside for the moment. Let's see here. Let's go into my games. And ship 3D modules. And let's just search this real quick to see it. Here's the Littorio. Here's a destroyer, which looks like that's what that's different. Light cruiser, good times. Let's see here. We've got another. Let's just take a look in here. I don't think this has as many. Yeah, and it's they're more basic. Well, we could use one of these, I suppose. Could also search the store. Search the workshop, I mean.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay. Wow. Even when I type in Regia Marina, I don't get anything for the Italian Navy. Do one more query here before we phone it in and just say this is what it's going to be. Well, let's see here. This one here. No ships in that. There's 53 pages of results here, but they're not necessarily going to be anything that we want. Just want to get something that'll look nice. And we are waiting for things to kind of start up here. Ship 3D models. I'm pretty sure yep, that's what I pulled these from. And we're just going to give it one or two more pages here. I'm not going to. So I could sit here and do this all day. Take a look in that one. That one might have something in it, but probably not. What I found is most modules just use one or two of these ships. Axis and Allies provided a lot of basic ship models that people are using. And then we've got people using these 3D ships, which we have here. And whenever someone is going to do something, these are usually good enough. And so they just pull these items in. All right. I think you know what the plan is for my fleet and so on. So what I'm going to be doing is, what a pretty ship, by the way, huh? Look at that. The Italians knew how to do ships, didn't they? I'm just going to use my little destroyers here. and that will be what we're gonna do. Okay, and that's it. Oh, no, okay. Unfortunately, I think just deleting that is what's gonna work. All right. So we're gonna be starting off here in Benghazi with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 destroyers. Well, look at that. We have different names on them too. And we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we have a couple that are of a slightly smaller type, it seems. So we'll copy, and we'll have 2 of, well, that'll do it too. And then we'll delete these 2 little ones, and now we have the right fleet. Okay, there we are. There's the fleet. I will change the names momentarily. But first we're going to jump back up to the voice channel and see what's going on there.
Yeah, Berserker. And
Um,
essentially
Where's that?
up here in Tunis, and it will be pretty slow, so we should
To
have.
give everyone warning, we will be starting it in exactly 6 minutes. I'll just set
Okay.
everyone there.
Yeah,
Cool.
Go.
and yeah, just try keeping radio down where possible. Once we're close enough that like short radio works, that's not
Yeah.
gonna be a problem.
Do you
Marshall,
want to send like
Yes.
fake long range radio?
you can try if you get bored looking at merchant ships, but
They're going to triangulate your
And-
position. Merchant
no, I
ships.
don't. I
Well,
don't think the position matters as much because it's quite obvious where we'll be coming from, I guess. I think
Well,
what matters.
one of the things I had a thought about was you could sail on a longer route and
Yeah, we could sail the convoy straight east first, and then
yeah.
But the
the-
thing is,
Go ahead.
the British have to go the longer way from Bizerte, so if we get our convoy past Malta early, which is possible for us, then we can essentially bother ourselves with the rest later on.
Yeah. Something I do have to tell you is that considering our actual supply situation in the game, it's very favorable if you can get these along the longer routes, is so that they get to us on a shorter note.
Yeah, the thing is, once we've run them to Tripoli, as long as at least a good part of the escort is still alive, we can then still reroute them to Benghazi. So,
Yeah.
and Marshall, yeah, just radio me if you're engaged, because it doesn't really matter if they triangulate you
Right.
once you're engaged, but up until then, just try to essentially not fight as much as, not even delay as much as just spot. Any intelligence is intelligence, and it's good to have it.
Right.
You might run into a destroyer force up in the east. Just if you do that, you can take the fight. Anything bigger, just no. Even the destroyer force, if possible, don't fight it. And I mean, you know essentially what the main forces will be doing. So if at any point it looks like you have everything spotted that you can hope to spot, just come over. More destroyers are always nice to have.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh. Wait, in total for our main force, we have 10, right? 10 ships.
The main force has 10 destroyers, 3 battleships, and 2 heavy cruisers. It is Force B.
So we're gonna split up between me and you, and just give me I don't want too much, because
Yeah,
I'm
essentially,
fairly new player
if
too,
at one
so,
point we split up, you're gonna be probably commanding the picket line. That's
yeah.
kind of off
It's like
there.
is it the line that like technically like takes the hit like if something happens?
No, once you see the enemy, you are most likely also gonna be able to like run from them, and you have pretty fast ships at that point.
Okay.
So you should be able to avoid engagements, especially if they're guarding a convoy. To everyone, no night fights. Never. No. Nada. Niente.
No.
We don't fight them at night. If you spot them late in the day, just fuck off in the other direction.
So basically, no rules. So don't engage at all. Basically, the most of this battle, you try not to engage.
If I do decide to fight a night fight, then that's on me, and then it's only because the entire main force is there. Otherwise, it's not happening.
Okay.
Then
And
do you
at
know
that
of any,
point,
like,
I'll be able to decide it during the game.
you know of any like encryption website or something like that we could use for long range stuff?
I don't know one, sadly, and I don't think we can come up with one at such a short notice.
We'll be starting soon. Do you have any last minute questions from any of the players before we begin?
Yeah,
Fun.
what's the top speeds of each force?
Roughly what's written plus 30%.
So,
What's listed there is their cruising speed.
yeah, right, but like, I'm pretty sure Force B could hit 30 miles an hour top speed? Maybe not 30 miles an hour, maybe just
I think there was one of the
25.
chips that kind of limited you, and 30% of 6 out of 18 is 6, so we'd get up to 24.
Yeah,
So
okay.
that would-
Yeah, but like Force A, I'm more looking towards those. Technically they'd most likely be able to keep up with Force B if they decide to go. Or is it really such a
I mean,
Very
I can tell you
weird.
what ship is limiting you,
Not
but I
wrong.
did go through and kind of look at the speeds of all of them.
yeah,
But I can
Duilio?
tell you if it is correct to the best of my ability. But yeah, as long as there's no more questions, I'll
Yeah,
give you a chance.
just good luck. Keep your ships alive, unless it's really worth it, and see you on the other side.
Thank you, everyone.
See ya.
All right, looks like I'm back in my own channel again, and here we are now. We can talk about what's going on. This is a battle in the Mediterranean between the Italians and the British. I am in command of a destroyer fleet of 6 destroyers. My job is essentially scouting picket duty here. My goal is to determine if anything is coming from the direction of Crete. We want to get up there pretty quick. In fact, even though my line was kind of drawn here, I think if anything is leaving that direction, and I have to sail up here, even though I'm fast, I could end up in a situation where I'm not getting there on time. I'm getting there behind. So let's change this order. We're going to nuke it here in the things. I already submitted the screenshot, but we're going to go more like right here, like that. And that's what we want to do. We want to patrol that area. And there we go. Now we'll screen cap that. And paste it. Okay. So now they know what our where we want to go. Should be obvious that we're going to do picket duty. When an umpire jumps in, I'll just tell them. This is pretty quick and simple orders. Again, this looks like a pretty boring assignment. However, that is not necessarily the case, because sometimes the boring stuff is where the action hits. If not, then, well, we will have a long, slow game then. The interesting thing is this is really not much different than doing cavalry duty in a game on land, and I enjoy cavalry operations because I learned about them from my friend Achilles, who was an actual real life cavalry officer in Desert Storm, I believe, in the Army. And, you know, your job is to make contact with the enemy and observe them. So you sail or make your way until you have contact. Then, when you have contact, if they advance, you fall back. You don't want to do battle. If they fall back, you advance. You just want to stay in contact with them because you're the eyes. And what are eyes good for if you can't see anything that matters, you know? So the idea is to stay in contact with the enemy, keep track of him, you know, in this day and age, probably with the Mark 1 eyeball, and keep reporting that position so that the main fleet knows, hey, something's coming from this direction, something's not coming from this direction, whatever, you know. No information is also information. So let's say you go out there and you don't see a darn thing. Well, that is information of value that tells you where the enemy is not. So all of that's important. It all adds up. And we want to make sure that the friendlies out here, the friendly fleets, have that important information. They know which way to expect the enemy. All right. And Canis858, I love the name, says hello. Privet and Guten Tag, my fellow Kriegsspiel enjoyer. And yes, a Guten Tag to you as well. Good day, hello. Whatever language you speak, we actually have on our welcome banner on Kriegsspiel.org, which is our website, Kriegsspiel.org. We have hello and welcome in a whole bunch of different languages because we want people to feel welcome. All right. So we're going to stand by here while we wait for the, let's see here, while we wait for the umpires to get in here and talk to us. They'll tell us what's going on. Okay, and every time I scroll on Discord, it does this. In and out, and I don't want that. I want the map to kind of stay fixed. All right. Okay, I will be back. I'm going to be standing by. It doesn't look like the... I don't know if the umpires are out or not. It looks like they are. So I need to wait. Yes, they are. I need to wait for the umpires. Then I'm going to take a quick little break here, but I'll be right back. But we'll stand by. And hello to everyone on the live stream. Let me see here. We're getting a bandwidth thing here. I have good bandwidth, but sometimes I get these error messages. Who knows? Just want to say hello to anyone who's joined mid game. We have not yet started, but we are starting. We just started turn 1 technically, but my orders are turned in, but I haven't heard from an umpire yet, so I'll be given a kind of a first turn briefing and be asked for my orders. And there might not be anything for them to tell me. They'll just be, hey, what are your orders? But I'm running a line of destroyers, so I'm on picket duty. Man, I wonder if I'm too far north. Because what if they come in here around this way? You know, are they coming from Alexandria? Are they coming from Crete? Actually, I don't think they'd be coming from Crete, would they be? Crete is German occupied, I think. Well, maybe I would be going too far north then. You know, it pays to know your history, doesn't it? Then I just thought of the darn thing. Let's do like that. And let's one more time delete what I posted here to avoid any confusion. And paste it again. There we go. That's a wiser order. And the umpires are spending quite a bit of time with the other task forces, so I'm going to be pretty quick and easy because, you know, like, what is there to do? A lot of times, because Kriegsspiel emphasizes the fog of war, there's a lot of questions about what to do and what's going on, and players are looking for an edge. They want to know everything and what's going on, and it can be hard, you know.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay. I'd get up and go downstairs to the kitchen, but the moment I did that, the umpire would pop in. Still getting errors on the bit rate. You know, I just realized I've got my picture on the screen and I'm not the best looking thing to look at, right? So let's take that off. Sorry, we're doing the time warp there. Turn that off. That might help with the bit rate. There we go. Okay, Canis asks, probably a silly question, but how deep are the rules for this particular Kriegsspiel? Like, how much does air coverage, value of ships, weather, day, nighttime matter in this specific battle? Well, we don't know the rules. That's the thing. As players, you don't want players to know the rules, because once players know the rules, they will manipulate their knowledge of the rules to kind of game the system. So, generally speaking, in an umpire double-blind game like Kriegsspiel, the players are never told what the rules are. Even if you do know what the rules are, the umpires have absolute discretion, so they can change the rules too anytime. Just do it however they want. The goal is to put together the most realistic experience for you as a player. So the way to do that is for you to put your head into the game as if you're actually there in person. And you're not going to know or see anything except for what you would kind of know in real life. And even that information may be obscured or limited in some way. So the idea is there is a fair bit of guesswork. You know, it's not all guesswork. It's not really about luck. It's about um, making do with what you have, and that also includes limited information and intelligence. And just like in real wars, sometimes you don't find out until you start messing around. And that's why it's kind of scary. And a lot of people have a hard time playing Kriegsspiel because they want to know what the rules are. They want to read a rule book before they play. And that's generally not going to be allowed. Um, some people struggle. I've seen that happen. They really flounder a lot. But it's to me, it's the only way to play. And yeah, so all of these things are factors. They exist on some level, but the umpires know how it's going to work. We as players are not informed.
Howdy. Orders for you, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. Oh, you said orders. I've pasted them in my channel, so we're gonna
have you?
sail. Yeah, it's just a screenshot. We're gonna sail from Benghazi to a point approaching Crete. Now, is Crete German controlled at this point in the war?
Yes, it is.
Okay, all right, yeah. So we're gonna patrol the line that I drew on the map. So we're gonna get there by the most direct and rapid route possible.
Yeah.
So, and we're gonna just spread out and patrol.
All right. Understood.
Okay. Thank you.
You launching any recon aircraft, or
I don't think I have any recon aircraft, do I?
oh, do you know? Oh yeah, you just destroyers. Yep. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. So, okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So out we go here, and we will find out what our location is when we get a report back. Okay? All right, I'm going to take a quick little break. I think Zendos is here. Going by the name of Erwin Rommel. I don't know if he's playing a part in this game or what. It may be, but he's also muted, and that gives me a chance to escape. And we'll chat with him when I get back. All right.
Mic off. Mic on.
Oh,
Yeah, just.
hello.
Oh, hello,
Oh,
you are
he's
back.
back.
I hope you weren't here for very long. I thought I had a...
About 5
No,
seconds.
he just came in.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you've headed due north. Your ships are still traveling in a close formation. No sighting of enemies yet.
Okay, yep, just probably start turning to the east and get on that picket line.
Sure.
Thank you.
What is the distance you would like between your ships?
Actually,
Or
don't
just
know.
like
Yeah, space them out evenly along that line. I don't know what the scale here is. It's probably no more than 6 miles between each ship, honestly, because beyond
Got
that, then they can't see. There's no overlap beyond that. Usually at
Right.
sea. Okay.
Sure. Understood. Thank you.
Thank you.
Problem.
Mic off.
Hello.
Mic on.
Hey Zindos, how you doing, man?
I'm all right. You?
I'm doing well.
I see you questioned my name on the Discord server and tried to escape me. Not so lucky.
Are you playing in this game? Is Maramo a character in this game, or is that...
Not in the game. Not in the game, no. It's in the actual campaign because this battle's going to affect it.
Oh, that's right. This is part of a campaign. I forgot this is not a one-off.
No, it's not. So please win.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm gonna
Hello, Marshall.
give it my best. Hello.
Hey, I am here to take your orders.
I thought I just gave them to Tan a few minutes ago, but it does not matter. I have posted a screenshot for the first turn. The orders have not changed. I'm looking to patrol a line between North Africa and Crete, with about 6 miles of separation between each destroyer. Actually, I should probably double that to 12, but we'll start with 6. But we're gonna go on that line there that I drew, and if I need to paste it again, I can. I'll paste it right here.
It's just for some reason my computer is suddenly exploding and images won't load.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I'm just gonna use my phone. Can you image them?
Okay.
Just I don't know why suddenly my computer said, "Oh wait, no, there it is." Okay, let's see here. All right, so you're moving towards Crete.
Yeah, I'm moving between Africa and Crete. I want to patrol that line there and make sure nothing's coming from the direction of Alexandria.
Got it.
Okay. Oh, and it looks like hang on. It looks like I have some kind of contact. So.
Yeah, you have contact.
What do I see? Is it just smoke on the horizon, or can I classify ships?
Oh, turns out the contact is not here anymore now. Take that.
Okay.
Tank gave a screenshot and then he took it away in 1 second.
No problem.
But yeah, I got your orders. So if anything changes, we'll see. And there it's back again.
I want to. Okay, so my orders do change. I want to sail north and west, northwest, and I want to get in front of these ships. And I want to sail the same direction they're going. I don't want to lose contact, but I want to sail north and west. But no battle, no combat. If they come after me, we retreat. We stay in contact, but we stay out of range if we can.
Stay in contact, but stay out of range. And if they try to engage you, retreat. Correct?
Retreat, but try to maintain contact. And then I need to send a message to... I need to send a radio message once I have something to report.
Got it.
I just need to know, what do I see?
Well, Tan's here, so you can probably answer your question.
Okay.
We still have to resolve the last turn. Park, your stuff. I'm taking this channel. Sorry, I forgot.
All right.
To say that. I don't worry about this.
Do you mind if I just take care of Goldra and for the rest? Because I think since Nick... No, Nick, I'm doing their stuff. I did it already. It's all good.
Okay. So you want me to
So
take
I'm
B
just
as well?
yeah, because we have more umpires now, so we should be okay.
Yeah, right.
I
That's
think.
fine. Right, cool. Let's go back to the Empire channel. Yes.
All right.
No problem.
Yeah, so I was telling you that it's gonna be like it's gonna actually affect the land campaign and the naval superiority for the end of the year 41 until we actually get a chance to regain it again, which will be pretty hard since the Americans are gonna enter. Pretty actually they've already entered or about to, I think. Yeah, so.
All right. Well, I'll give it a good try there. So let's see here. We
Well-
want nautical miles. So about 20 is about 10, 11 centimeters.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you, Zindos. So if we're at 40, 50, so 5 times 20 is 100, about 100 nautical miles. All right.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay, I've just transmitted a message from Task Force C to headquarters, time 1300. And I need to edit the time. The time is 1500. And it's contact with 2 forces of ships sailing west, 100 nautical miles north of Benghazi. So hopefully that gives them a clue of what's going on. Let's see what happens next. Okay, so we have some ship models that I just pulled out from my collection, and the idea is once I know what we're in contact with, once it's characterized, I can plop it down on the map. But right now, we have contact with an unknown enemy task force. It's actually two of them, technically, or at least that's what it looks like. Somewhere around here, about 100 miles north of Benghazi, nautical miles north of Benghazi. Somewhere around there. I don't know precisely where. I could sit and look at the map, but it doesn't matter because the maps are always approximations anyway. So, we'll learn more. We're going to try to stay in contact but avoid battle. Hopefully there's no battle.
Okay.
Hello, Tan, go ahead.
So sailing north, kind of just on the very edge of your the vision, the circling of the globe, you notice a task force of British ships. From your observations, they seem to be approximately 7 ships, with at least 1 cruiser among them. The rest destroyers.
Okay.
Currently, they are sailing due west.
Okay, so it's all cruisers and destroyers, right?
Most likely 1 cruiser and the rest are destroyers.
Okay. Well, we're going to maintain contact with them.
Okay, so just kind of shadowing them for the time being.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Or even run parallel to them. But yeah, we need to make contact, stay in contact with them, but avoid combat. And then
All right.
I guess once I have an exact position, I can radio that in.
Understood. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.
Okay, so that's an enemy force that's, I think, too large to engage, especially with that cruiser. I'll just lose my destroyers against the cruiser. But we are going to shadow them, maintain contact, and report it in. So I'm going to go ahead and write this dispatch or message, whatever. I'll let you know how it goes.
Mic off. Mic on.
The enemy is sending messages that I am intercepting.
Marshall, did somebody already take your orders?
Yes.
All right, perfect.
Thank you.
This is for 1500. For 1500.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, they're sending messages that look like this. Let's see if ChatGPT 4.0 can crack it. No. Let's see what we got.
Closer.
Hello.
You've successfully managed to continue shadowing the British ships, which have now altered their course to head northwest. It's obvious that they have seen you. However, no shells have been exchanged between the two forces.
Continue to shadow. Thank you.
All right. Right. Thank you.
All right. It looks like we didn't get a very satisfying translation. If I look at this way, it says ETA OH, that could be midnight, in SRLD. So there's no vowel there. So until you get to U. So in English, there should be like a vowel here. So that's not working. So we tried. Let's try this one. Oop. There we are. I don't want to decode it step by step. I just want the we need to come up with a map here. Actually, it might be on this map. At 34 degrees, at 34. And then the latitude is 20. All right, and this is 1600. All right, so I've said from Task Force C to headquarters 1600. I've placed the enemy task force really on this X here, but they're actually north of that just a little. But this is close enough. We're within a few miles. So, and what's really important here is this line of latitude that's on here. It's actually longitude. We're looking at how far to the west they are. So we're just going to keep on. Now let's check with our code breakers here. Let's check with yeah, so that coded message just ain't working. Okay, no, I'm not supposed to see that. Good thing it's all coded, huh? Why was I tagged? Alright, let's go back to my channel. I was tagged in a message in radios, and because I'm the frickin' admin, I see everything. I thought there was something in there for me. I must have missed something. Alright. Good thing I can't discern what any of this means yet. Let's see.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
So a little interrupt turn here. The British have separated in two, sending 4 destroyers further north. However, a force of 1 destroyer and 2 cruisers have turned around and seem to be looking for a fight. Do you wish to disengage or
Yeah,
engage with
we have to sail to the southeast and see if they follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so the 2 cruisers, I guess there's 2 cruisers coming after me here. And if that's the case, first of all, we have orders not to give battle under just about anything but the most certain conditions of victory, and certainly not at night. And with the time being later than 3 p.m., we just can't do it. So we're going to go and sail this direction. I guess there's 2 of these guys. So we'll put him down here. And we're going to see if they follow. Because if they follow, then, hey, they are out of position. You know, they're coming after me, and that's fine. However, on the other hand, we have these other guys going north. Now, if I cannot escape the cruisers, I will have no choice but to scatter and then rendezvous someplace at dawn. So we really are hoping that they will break off, and we'll just continue to kind of play this cat and mouse game with them, where we report their position each time. Let's take a look at the message that we got from them. It's still not working. So, okay, so the cipher that they've come up with is clearly fairly complicated. At least it's not a very simple and straightforward cipher. So, what would this be? What would this be? See these numbers here? All these numbers. Let's see here. We've tried anything. We've tried where all of these things match. You know, where, 4 would be D, let's say. That would be a key right there. We've also looked at number frequency. It is also very possible that there's just communicating gibberish to keep us thrown off, to confuse the innocent. So let's see, how else could we decrypt this? Man. Okay, we're getting a new update here.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so you might not have noticed, we created a new channel called Radios where you can put your radio messages in.
Am I supposed to put messages in there or not? I thought I was.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Good.
Put your own.
Because I had seen it previously because I was tagged, and I'm like, why am I being tagged? And then I'm like, I don't think I'm supposed to be here because there's messages from both sides. So I left.
Yeah, because there's radio interceptions from both sides.
Okay, so I can.
You can type in there and you can read them there. Yeah.
Okay, so this is where I'll put my messages.
Yeah, so you've begun to turn south. Currently, no kind of change in course from the British. It's not quite obvious what they're doing just yet.
Okay, so are they pursuing me?
Currently, the cruisers are, yes.
Okay, yeah, I want to continue leading them away from where any fight might be. But the thing is I just don't want to do combat with them, and I have to stay in contact. It's classic scouting, so that's
yeah.
That's what we're doing.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
All right, Tand, are you there?
I am, yes.
If they engage, if we get cornered and we're in a thing where we have to fight them, orders to the fleet is to scatter, and then I'll designate a rally point. So they can't get us all if we scatter.
Understood.
Thank you. Alright, and that should be a standard order anytime in naval combat for the viewers out there. When you are at sea and you're confronted with a force you don't think you can beat or you don't want to fight, you scatter. And that means you're going to sacrifice one or two, but not the whole fleet. So that's just how that goes. Alright, we're back at our code. Let's feed this more data. We're just going to feed it more data and see. I don't know that 0 is a space at all. Okay, let's see here. They've got to be generating this stuff themselves, ChatGPT, because it's a big message. So, we're code breaking each other. Oh my goodness. So it looks like I'm in contact with Royal Biscuit because they are sending a lot of messages. The Royal Biscuit, whoever that is. Hmm. Well, I need to communicate. So let's minimize this for now and let's transmit a message. Okay, let's see here. And there's just so much traffic coming through, so we'll take a look at that in a minute. Let's see here. 2 headquarters from Task Force C. 1700. And what was our location going to be on all of this? Alright, we got more code here, but I don't think ChatGPT is gonna crack it because he couldn't do it before. Let's check. Interesting, Canis. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna keep trying to crack. Let's see here.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Hello, are you here at this time?
Yeah, I'm here. I had my mic muted because I got some background noise, but
No problem. So you've continued heading southwest, trying to shake the British cruisers, or cruiser and 2 destroyers. Unfortunately, the British cruisers are faster than your ships. just slightly. They managed to gain some ground on you and open fire. While the British fire was mostly ineffective, it managed to land some extremely lucky hits on the Antonio Danoli, which unfortunately damaged its engines and is now lagging behind the rest of the formation. However, as ordered, once the fire from the cruisers came in, your ships dispersed.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Tell them to use smoke, break, detach the damaged destroyer, order them back to port at Benghazi at best possible speed. For the rest of us, our rendezvous point will be to scatter and get to let's just say 16 degrees by 36. So it's the little cross where the latitude and longitude cross just east of Malta. So that's that's going to be the rally point.
All right, understood. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I received orders to Task Force C, break, smoke, move to meeting place. I don't know what the meeting place is. I don't know if the goal there is to kind of throw off the enemy who's reading our communications, but I think what we want to do is I'm going to interpret that as in order to break contact and get away. It's also getting dark, and yeah, it looks like we're down a ship, but that may happen. Okay. What if prime numbers are spaces? Let's try that. Oh, you know what? I should be trying directions like north, south, east, west. Oh boy, okay. Keep talking about the meeting place. Let's try that. Let's see here. Meeting place is a term they keep using. Hmm. Let's try this one more time. RAF. Otherwise, I don't know. What if they're trying to use Enigma? What would the rotor settings be? So if I go to the very first message, main force, test K force Q. Yeah, I don't know what the code could be. I don't know if this is working or what, but here it is. It is working. Look at this. We have the whole Enigma code here. Huh. This could be interesting because this looks like Enigma code. Just a bunch of numbers. Although the numbers are only going up to 100, are they? Well, I guess that's a no. Oh, here we are. Let's try this. Does it work? I don't know how this works. Okay, plain text. I don't want plain text. I want... Here's the text. Oh my gosh. Ciphertext. Okay, so none of this seems to work. Oh man. Where do we put our...
Howdy.
Hello.
Night has fallen, and the British have left you alone. And there's been complete radio silence from the Noli. Whether that be because they're trying to sneak away from the British cruisers, or because they no longer exist. Remains to be known.
Okay, continue to the rally point, please.
Understood.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, let's see here. There's still more code here, but don't work. Okay, let's try something else. Well, none of these ciphers work. Okay. Well, I don't know. I guess we're not going to crack the code. We are not going to crack it, folks. Oh my goodness.
Hello.
Hello, hey.
How are things going right now with you?
They're a challenge. I tried to crack the British code, but I was unable to do so. I don't know what I am allowed to tell you. But, yeah, it's going. And, well, it's not going great, but it's going. You know, it's not going terrible either, but it's not going great. We'll see. That's just, from my narrow perspective. So, we'll see. Hopefully the information I passed along is of critical value to our efforts. So, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, we will see.
Yeah.
I do hope you end up getting a good victory today, because otherwise I'm going to be in some deep shit in the actual campaign.
Yeah. Well, we might. Look, if they are out here pursuing Italian destroyers and doing silly things with us, we got 2 cruisers and like 5 or 6 destroyers that are running around chasing me, and that means that's, ships that are not focused on the main effort. So that's not the end of the world. However, I've got new orders and I have to obey them, and I am doing so. And we'll know more in the morning, game time. So it's nighttime now. So
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, I cannot tell you how much deep shit we're in if you lose this, because like we've already lost like the first battle of that planned campaign, and quite decisively, I might add. So the most relieving factor might end up being this.
yeah, well, we'll see what happens. We're giving it our best try, I'm sure. Just all I can do is what I can do with my little fleet of 6 happy destroyers, maybe 5 now, and well, it's all we can do. Good luck, Zindos.
Thank you. I probably should say that to you instead, but.
It's all good. We'll be fine.
All right, see you, man.
You got it. What's wrong, son? Mm. Mm.
Mic off. Mic on.
Okay, I'm back. We're still just kind of waiting to see what happens here. Okay, some interesting message traffic from the Allies. The night has fallen. Commit to torpedo bombing the ships as planned. And it looks like they know where our convoy is as well from right here. So they kind of know what's going on. However, messages like this, especially these ones that are easy to read, could just be fake messages. I don't know that there were many torpedo bombings that took place at night in the Mediterranean. Maybe it's a full moon. Maybe there's something else going on that I don't know, but it's also just as likely a fake message. So we are just kind of hanging out here waiting for something to happen. Unfortunately, it's not the most exciting duty. We just got chased. Who knows? Maybe we'll run into those remaining destroyers or something. But let's see here. Let's take a look. Let's see if YouTube has any tips for me on decoding these messages. No. Canis says he saw a pattern, but not telling me anything, so I don't know what the pattern might be, but we'll see. We'll find out. We'll learn after the battle is over, probably. Whoever put the code together did a decent job. Kind of clever, however they could have done it. Well, they might not even tell us how they did the code. They might want to keep that for other things, especially if it's a campaign game going on. So we'll see.
howdy.
Hello.
Yes, you've continued moving west. You estimate you're about 4 or 5 hours away from your rendezvous point. Although
Okay.
saying that, a lot of your ships have kind of started to move closer together by this point in time.
Okay, what time is it?
8 p.m.
8 p.m.? Okay, thank you.
8 p.m.
Okay, yeah, well, we're not all in sight of each other, are we?
By this point in time, most of them are, yes.
Okay. And the Ugolio is the one that's missing or sunk, right?
The Antonio Danoli.
Oh, okay. All right, no problem. Okay, continue to the rendezvous point. Once I have all the ships together, then I can consider change in orders. But until I have the command and control of the fleet, I can't change orders.
Right, understood.
Thank you. Okay, yeah, I'd like to head down to the southwest where I think the action is going to be. But the problem is I don't have my whole fleet together, and I would rather stay off the radio for just a short while longer. So we're going to give it about another hour and see if everybody's in sight. And if so, then we're going to go ahead and head to the southwest, maybe up to about 50 miles south of Malta or so, because it appears clear that we're headed to Tripoli, and the convoy's headed to Tripoli, and it's out here somewhere by this direct route. My extra cricket arrow there. And if that's the case, we want to kind of get in there before the main body of the enemy gets in, because I think picket duty's done. They drove in the pickets. So this appears to be our current position. So let's take a look now back at our data here. 8 at 10 times. Okay. No. Let's try the most common letters in the alphabet. This is still hard. Here's a shorter string. keep hitting my caps lock. We're spending more time looking at ChatGPT trying to decode the message than anything else, huh? Alright, nothing there, huh? Let's go here. See if there's anything in my... Nope. Go back to radio. These clowns. You sent that in the clear. You think I don't know my job. Well... Oh boy. Let's try this one, torpedo. Let's try this.
Howdy.
Hello.
Did I mess up? Oh no, I didn't. No, perfect. Yep. Oh no, it's 2100. There we go. That's my mistake. You've moved further north. You're about 120 miles away from your rendezvous point, and currently 4 out of the 5 ships, ignoring the one that got lost, are currently with you.
Okay, I'll wait for the one more hour. Then we're gonna head to the south. We're gonna head in the direction of Malta, to the southwest of Malta, or southeast of Malta. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Understood.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
let's take a look. Let's see if there's a tool. And let's type in the ciphertext here. Okay. There has to be a way to set the key for this, so let's put this in here. If I do this here. Oh, I don't know how that's working. Enter what we want to decode here. Let's try that. ACXRG. Okay, let's try this. It's still working. They're still working here. Just remove the numbers. Give me. It's gonna give me complete gibberish. Number from this snippet. Okay, so that was just gibberish there then. All right, we're gonna do a new chat. Let's learn about a Polybius square. right there. See the word bomb there. So I see bomb and hex in there. Bomb. Interesting. Okay. Well, nothing new out of there quite yet. Unless we have the key or the code for this Polybius square, it's really kind of hard to figure out how to do this. But I'm pretty sure that's the kind of cipher they're using. So do new chat. This is something we've already run, but different message. I don't know how to find their key. Figure out their key. I don't even know what a key looks like for one of these things. So let's learn more about it. How do I... If I click this, what changes? No, it doesn't tell me. paste that in there. Let me do it. I don't know how this is working. Should give me a key, right? Maybe not. Okay. I don't know how to jam long wave radio frequencies, but I'm being told to all Italian forces. Status report, no location required. Also, all Italian forces after reporting are to jam long wave radio frequencies.
Hello.
Hello.
Continues heading north, and all your ships are now with you.
Okay.
Or 5 of them. The one that got lost is gone.
Okay.
What's your orders at the time?
Yeah. Let's. What's our position? Or did you give me a screenshot of that?
I gave you a screenshot. It's roughly 35 degrees latitude, 17 degrees longitude.
Okay, 35, 17. Okay. So I'm up here. Okay, let's head now down. Let's head directly to the southwest. So on a course of, I guess it's going to be what, 180, 200, 215. So, 215, more or less to the southwest.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. All right, now we are heading. This is 180, 200, 215, so we're kind of heading like that. Probably want to be a little further to. Should probably want to be like 230. Or even 220. No, 230. 240. That's good enough for now. All right, back to our cipher here, right? The most interesting part of this game is trying to crack the code. Results. Oh, here's the thing. Book cipher. Book text uses key index dictionary. Oh, yeah, I would have to put the text in there. Oh, goodness. Okay. Look at all these different decoders. Doesn't like it. Let's go back here. Wow. Still working. Even ChatGPT's starting to smoke under the hood. It's probably actually a very simple system. I'm sure they're using online tools to generate the code. Just the speed means with which they're doing means they're typing a message into something. And it's just a matter of guessing or figuring out what they're using. They could actually be doing two different codes where they encode a message into letters or digits and then they turn it into a cipher using the Polybius cipher, whatever they turned into code. So let's see here. Oh, you know what? I need to be using the numbers. I'm putting the wrong code in here. I found another decoder, but let's see here. Let's do this. Copy that, and now let's share with you what I'm doing. Let's see here. We're gonna do not binary. We'll just do this here. Delete that, and we'll go decode. Guess that didn't work, did it? Okay, let's try this one here. Decode. And ChatGPT just died, so it can't do it. Man. We keep trying to decode their messages and we just can't do it, can we? All right, let's Go back to our friend ChatGPT one more time. Hmm. Hmm. Just won't work. There we are. Well, all we can do is wait and see what happens. No updates as of yet. I had fun trying to decode this, but we're past that point now anyway. I do expect contact with the British fleet at some point. I'm going to guess that they are someplace around here based on their message traffic and so on, and everything that we have going on since we have ships heading this way ourselves. So, if that's the case, sailing this way and if necessary over this way should help us to make contact at dawn or even at night if there's any flashes on the horizon. We should see flashes on the horizon if there's any kind of combat happening. And then we can go from there, we can sort of the equivalent of moving to the sound of the guns.
hello.
Hello.
Yep, so you've started heading southwest, and you can hear battery fire to your north.
All right, head towards the sound of the gun. It's still dark, right?
It's still dark, yes.
Yeah, so am I seeing flashes and all that?
No.
Okay, well, head that direction.
Okay.
Thank you.
I like how there was not a moment's hesitation there.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
All right. This here shows our location right here. So just up here, just north of the crossroads there where the E is. And there is something there because I see just a corner of something. So if I'm here, I'm going to be headed this way. Two of my destroyers are wrong side way, wrong side around. There we go. Okay, so there's something here. Right here. Again, if you look at the screenshot, you see that right up here at the top. So we're going to head that way. We know we hear sound that way, so we know there's something there. Typically, that's what umpires will do when they give you a screenshot. Just a little teeny tiny few pixels of something will be visible there. And the entire point of that is to illustrate to you that, hey, something's going on. So that's what that's about. I found you pasta boys from Royal Biscuit. Well, somebody sees somebody, but it probably means that there's going to be a fair bit of fighting going on. Regardless of the hour, I've been told it's safe to resume combat. I haven't done any combat, but if it's dark still and I can, and it does look like it's nighttime, it's at 2300 hours, so that's 11 p.m., meaning we can go ahead and close in the dark and attack. So okay. And now I'm going to give some more orders. Okay, I've given some attack orders, so if you heard me typing, that's what I was doing. I was writing out attack orders for my fleet. So I'm assuming that we're going to be making contact with the enemy pretty soon here in the dark. So we're going to move to line of stern formations so that we're just a big long row of destroyers. Turn all of our lights out so they can't really see us until we get close. We have just one little tiny red lamp at the fantail of each destroyer so that the destroyer behind us can kind of see what's ahead and they can follow according to that. They can track that. And they should maintain the line of stern. We're going to close in on the enemy ships and we're going to kind of take aim at the larger targets. When we think we're at medium torpedo range, we'll turn 90 degrees or approximate, fire a full salvo of torpedoes. Then we're going to turn off the red lamps and turn away, each ship 90 degrees away. Exit enemy gun range, remain dark, rally 20 nautical miles to the southeast. Now I'll plot that here on my map so you guys see what the heck I'm talking about, what I'm wanting to do here. Let's erase that. And we're going to change our little color here. So we're going to say enemy, we're going to put some enemy here. Well, all we can do here is we're going to put some enemy ships here. So we're going to say, let's say that, well, let's just put one. One should be enough. Okay, we're going to go line of stern. Actually, let's just do it like this, right? It's one of these, yeah, like that. We're going to go like this. Of course, here we are. Whatever. Okay. I want to use a nice green color here. There you go. Okay, so we're going to go like this. See what I'm trying to draw here? Let's draw it neatly though and use straight lines. So let's do this. And then we'll do this. And then we'll do this. I think they got the picture, but here we are. Here's all five. We're getting lazy here. All right, there we go. So that's the order. All right, when the Empire comes in, we'll just show them this image and explain it to them. And we'll see what happens.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, we've just messaged you that task. Yeah. So basically, we're all near about 55 miles southeast of Malta.
Okay.
East of Malta, and we have engaged two British forces, about 4 ships each. One is directly in front and one directly behind us. We are headed straight for the Gulf of Sidra with the intention of turning to Benghazi.
Okay.
Oh, Marshal, where's Force C?
We are just to the south east of your overall position. So what we're hoping to do is make a run at enemy ships and then turn away to the southeast again in the direction of Benghazi.
Right.
So
Actually, yeah. So the ships we saw just now weren't you, were
I don't know. I've had no visual contact with any ships, so no. The
they? Okay,
ships,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, we lost sight of the British task force of about 4 to 5 ships in front of us.
What direction were they
About
headed?
one unknown, probably east or south or southeast.
Okay.
We don't know.
All right. We'll look for them. We'll look for them. How big are they?
4 to 5 ships. Unknown what size of ships they are.
Do you know? Do you have a speed on them?
Neither. No, not that either.
Are they warships or not? They're warships, right?
Yeah, I think we're pretty sure that the warships, because the British convoy was spotted about some hours ago north of Malta. So I don't think that would be the British convoy.
Um, Capital ships, medium, small. Do you get any kind of a size on them?
The force that was tailing us just now was the shells that were landing in the water were mid-sized shells. And considering that that force was about the same size in front of us, so I suppose that those ships were cruisers.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. We'll do fine. We're gonna head this way. We're gonna stick to the original plan, but we're gonna be headed out the other way soon.
Oh,
Alright,
which way?
I'm sorry. I'm just giving you a report, and then now I'm taking orders. So the report is Force A, and the convoy you have met up with Force C, as Force B is currently still firing over at the enemy that was northwest of the position. Force A, your heading is still for Gulf of Sidra, and I'm not sure what was your heading, Marshal, but you met up with Force B, so if you
Okay, I didn't quite catch all that, but I have orders posted in my Force C channel.
yeah, just gonna check that out. It's the bullet point, right? I heard from Tam.
I can't make out what you're saying, but I'm basically going to attempt an attack on any allied ships I observe, and then I'm going to turn back the way I came, 180 degrees.
All right. So anything you see, attack. Correct?
No, not anything I see. Anything I see that's allied, I'm going to attack. Preference for the largest thing I see, but we're going to make a torpedo run. We're coming in
Got it.
darkened, so take a look at the orders I posted and how I want to do it, please.
Yes.
I don't want them to
Line
see me.
astern.
Yep.
Why? Okay, hold on. Yeah, sorry. I'm looking at my bars and they're going down for some reason.
Your bars are going down. That's kind of what I heard. But yeah, line astern, we're going to turn the lights down, off, in fact. We're going to be dark. We're going to take advantage of the darkness to get to medium range, and then we're going to turn so that we are 90 degrees on or close to it, and we're all going to launch all of our torpedoes at whatever enemy ships are out there, and then we're going to turn around and head back the way we came.
Yes.
If we get attacked, drop smoke and scatter. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Force A.
Have we lost contact with Titan? Force B.
Yes.
Okay. Right. We will now head. Yeah. Continue in this direction. Flank speed ahead. In the direction of. Wait. No. Could you look at my screen?
1 second. Yes.
We are now headed in this direction. Force A, and probably the convoy as well.
Yes.
But make sure that the convoy is east to the I mean, Force A is east to the convoy.
Yes.
And that'll be about it. And fire
Got
on
it.
any enemy ships if they fire at us.
Got it.
Wait, are we still in the night?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, then only fire if they fire at us.
Okay.
Oh, Marshall, how's the condition of Force C, the ships? Any of them damaged?
I've lost one. So we're 5 of 6. I don't know if the one we lost was sunk or merely damaged. I ordered him back to port. We ran into a couple of cruisers and 4 or 5 destroyers, and so we had to scatter because the cruisers and destroyers, 2 cruisers and 2 destroyers pursued us. So they drove us off. We can't go toe to toe with a destroyer, with a cruiser, especially in the daytime. So we turned away and had to scatter, and they got one.
Did you fire any torpedoes at them?
No, we weren't in range, and we did want to be close enough to get them, but to get into a fight with them because we're scouting. So,
right.
But then they came after us, and I guess those cruisers were faster, so we had to scatter, which means they get one, but they don't get the fleet. So here we are.
Right. Oh, by the way, Marshall, I finally got TTS, so
yeah, I see that. Good job.
Yeah. It's my first time using it. So.
Yeah, it's a great little tool. It's a little more fun, you know.
Yeah, it's a lot more efficient.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So, well, I hope that we get something here. We'll see. Right now, I'm not even sure if we're going to run into any ships, but if we do, we're going to make an attack. I'm kind of interested if they have a convoy out there. Do we have somebody attacking the convoy?
Oh, are we going to go after the British convoy?
I don't know. I'm just asking if you know somebody is attacking it, but I'm guessing not.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think Titan didn't want to attack the convoy or something.
Man.
And also about the radio issue, right? Should we try jamming the long wave radio frequency so that they stop talking to each other? Because it seems that only they are benefiting from using the radio.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, we got an order to do that, didn't we? I guess we should be doing that.
Yeah.
Kind of forgot about it, but
should we periodically stop the jamming in case we need to contact each other? Let's say in a specific time in and now, like
no, because
20 minutes. Yeah.
because if they don't know what time to stop, then we're all just going to be jamming over each other. I would almost not even bother with the jamming. I think we could hurt ourselves just as much as they can hurt us, and ultimately we want to. We're going to have to coordinate. So the best way to solve this is to just not communicate unless you have to.
Yeah, we've been trying to break the code in the past couple hours and no successes. But however, Titan believes that they're using this what do you call it? CSSI.
Yeah, I tried decoding it as well. I put it into ChatGPT 4.0.
Oh wow.
And it still couldn't come up with anything. I think it's what's called a Polybius cipher, because that's what it looks like. But they might actually be running it through two different codes. So it's a code for a code. So you run it back through one code, then run it through another code. And so it can be a little complex there. But I have a feeling that's what they're doing. I could be wrong, though. All we can do is play with it and try, and it is what it is. But
21st century code technology, encryption technology in the 1940s again.
Yeah, well, I think there's no substitute for just being organized and in the right place at the right time. So as long as we have good reports of where people are, and we rally when and where we're supposed to, I think we should be all right. So. The radios again. Okay, folks on the live stream, it seems like we should be in or near contact with an enemy force. We're going to make an attack here, or attempt to make an attack. I'm being called to make an attack, but I have to make contact with the enemy. I have a sort of direction on them based on sound of gunfire. And based on that, I'm going to attempt to close. If this does not work, of course, then we simply go with plan B, and that seems to be turn around and head towards Benghazi. So I think we're going to try to get the convoy to Benghazi or something. I'm not sure what we're doing with the convoy, but we are on the move. There must be some kind of action going on. It looks like the time between the updates is a little bit longer here, so there's probably some kind of action going on at this point, which is deeply interesting to me. We'll see what's going on. They will be reporting back to us, I'm pretty sure.
And Marshall,
Yes, hello.
the Force C came back. Yeah, he met up with us recently to.
Okay, did you encounter anything while I was gone?
No, we didn't. We found Marshall, 4C.
Good job, great job. Good thing we didn't shoot at him.
Yeah.
I believe that it was a British fleet.
So the guys to our east were actually British?
Yes, I think so. But I mean, Marshall had more than 4 to 5 ships, right? So it couldn't have been him.
6, like spotting one ship less in the dark is not a big mistake, honestly. No. Marshall, how has your day been?
Fantastic, thank you. How's yours?
Decent enough. I've been slightly upset about the fact that I haven't been told that the British are were disengaging already last turn. So, yeah, they were disengaging all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Despite them starting the fight in the first place, I guess they didn't like battleships shooting at them. In return.
You should go attack
Uh,
Malta.
Yeah, we already shot at it once with 2 destroyers. It was fun.
Nice.
We tanked 1 torpedo with one of our battleships from an air attack that might have otherwise struck the convoy when we somehow, by accident mostly, placed ourselves perfectly between the convoy and Malta right at the fall of darkness when they were doing their airstrike. So that was just a piece of brilliance on my part. That we positioned ourselves to shield the convoy in that way.
Well, good.
Yeah, no, it was nothing but an accident. Happy accident, but still.
Yeah. That's okay.
Apart from,
Counts.
if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, apart from that, 1 heavy cruiser and 1 destroyer are somewhat damaged, and a few other destroyers even less somewhat damaged. I haven't been told the names of the other destroyers, but I don't think it's that many. And we assume that we've scored hits on several of the British cruisers and destroyers that we were fighting to the west, sorry. Yeah, I'm terrible with like directions today. It's been horrible. Anyway, like, what did you fight earlier?
I encountered an enemy fleet of about 2 cruisers and 5 destroyers. I shadowed
Hey,
them.
we found all the enemies.
Possibly.
Possibly. Maybe not. Maybe they didn't bring their convoy. Would be strange.
So, lots of explosion going around. Marshall, you go for your torpedo run. It goes well, but you do lose a destroyer in an enemy torpedo run.
Okay, you're
Okay.
cutting out.
Did I hit
Oh,
anything?
no, come on, not again. What? One second. One second.
Okay, so one of your destroyers got torpedoed, which is not that nice, I guess.
It's very impolite, but we should have put a whole spread of torpedoes in it, something. So we'll see what we hit in
Yeah,
return.
I also wanted to make a torpedo run at them, but it never happened because
Yeah. So now I will be
Tan
down
didn't
to.
get told that it was happening. So
I'll be down to 4 ships. Let's see here.
you lost one earlier?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, please tell me everything that happened during the day to you.
So I was shadowing the cruisers. The cruisers, 2 cruisers and 2 destroyers turned around to chase me, and apparently the cruisers are faster than I am. So we scattered and went to a rally point. But of course, scattering means we're going to lose 1, but at least we're not going to lose the whole lot. So we didn't have a choice.
Yeah, so they managed to snipe one of your destroyers away from you.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's unfortunate, but at least you survived it, so
Yeah, it
No
was all we
matter.
could do. But here we are.
You're very, very quiet, Mr. Umpire.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
I'm trying to figure it out.
You might have to type a report. I don't know.
No.
We could increase his volume.
Well, his gain.
I think I've already got him at 200% and I've heard nothing so far.
Okay. Yeah.
Now we hear something. Wasn't a voice, but something.
Test.
Yes,
Well,
test.
Okay.
What? Now we've got you.
I will
No.
type a bit, but if you do hear me while I'm typing, I will just keep talking, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. So here we go. Marshall. Torpedo. Run. Success. 2 enemy. DD. Sunk.
Hey.
Good.
4. 1 of own. Sunk from enemy. Torpedo.
Got it. Got it. Okay, perfect.
Let's be Marshall. Force A. Plus convoy. Steady as she goes. No fire. Force B. I actually gotta recheck this one.
Okay. That does not sound very promising.
Force B. Some damage all around. On some ships. Still operational. Except for 1D, which is heavy damage. There you go.
Yes. Courses of all enemy forces spotted, as well as speeds estimated, composition, distance, anything we can make out.
Blue and red pursuing B.
Distance.
Purple. What's it called? 10 miles, I think?
10 miles. Okay.
10 miles estimate. Oh, 10. My connection is fucked when I come here, so could you help out?
Sorry, what's going on?
My connection is fucked when I come down here for some reason.
Yeah, no problem. How far along taking orders have you
I
got?
give them their damage and what they hit. I give the hits and damage.
Okay, so it's pretty much just asking for orders for next turn, yeah?
No, distance, course, composition, speed, all of that fun stuff.
Yeah, what do we see?
Okay. All right, you did get a screenshot. All right, the British force to your northwest seems to simply be shadowing you. The forces to your northeast, I do not know what they are doing, but I am needed elsewhere with one of the other channels, so hopefully his connection comes back. But yeah, if not, I'll be back shortly.
We still have another 13 additional destroyers for torpedo runs, so still feeling decent.
My orders
And
are for Task Force C are to disengage to the east-southeast.
yes, I guess since you don't have any torpedoes left, nor that many operational ships, you can just take over covering the convoy.
Well, I probably do have torpedoes. They have to be reloaded, though.
You don't. You don't get torpedo reloads.
Okay. Where's the convoy?
The Japanese get torpedo reloads and nobody else.
Marshall, the convoy is gray dot.
Convoy's the gray dot.
The gray dot. I don't see a gray
Sorry, token. Gray token.
dot. Okay, sail to the convoy. We'll provide escort to the convoy.
So I suppose Force A will take over and. Okay, so if you see that thing, right? Are we still going to Benghazi?
We are going
Yes.
to away from the
going
British.
to Sydney. To
Like
to
our
Gulf of
our priorities right now are the following: survive the night.
Objective survive.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
could we like somewhat go southwards and have so I suppose Force A counters the ships to the northeast and Force B counters the ship in a rearguard action to the northwest.
presumably yes.
So should Force
We
B?
still don't exactly know what each force is. We know that part of northwest is 2 cruisers, 2 destroyers, which should have taken some damage, but maybe not that much.
Who's commanding the convoy?
I
am.
Glaco.
But I've basically attached myself to Group A, and I'm just following Group A around.
So the convoy, can we disengage the convoy in the dark and head back towards Tripoli with it? Or any direction for that matter, away from the British? Because I can shepherd them if...
yeah.
But then everybody else here needs to screen and keep the British off while we break contact.
The convoy is the current priority number 1.
Okay, so what if I take the convoy and you guys screen and I break contact to the south?
Marshall, the problem is the convoy can do about a quarter of the speed of any destroyer.
Yeah.
At
9
best.
miles. 9 miles at most.
Well,
So you're not getting away from them
so
if you try cover.
So the only option is to destroy the British.
Block the British.
Yeah.
Convince them it is advantageous for them to leave us the fuck alone.
Well, they're not going
by
to,
violent
but
means.
they're not going to. But if
maybe they are. If they take dangerous, they also have a convoy they need to get somewhere. Maybe if they only needed to get it to Malta, then we've already fucked that. But we can still go back to bombarding Malta. Chances are they probably need to get it to Africa, though.
Yeah, we need to stop their convoy as well. Where's their convoy? Where's the destination for their convoy?
Africa of some description. Maybe most likely Alexandria or something like that.
Okay.
I don't think they'll stop over in Malta. I think that's just too dangerous. Because Regia Aeronautica, if they ever get off their ass, I'm a little.
Well, they're not going to fly at night, but during the day they should.
No, but yeah, they did not fly for us in this scenario, so that's that. No, essentially, we have to sink enough of them that the rest just retreats to covering their own convoy. The good thing is the British are currently coming to us. And that's also the bad thing. We have a lot of battleships though, and 4, so that's something. And I mean, you did get a decent torpedo salvo off on the ones to our west, so no, to our northeast. So at least some of those should be feeling worse for wear.
Yeah, good.
And
the rest we can probably also deal in some way or another. A few more nice body blows. And at that point, I don't think we actually have to annihilate them
No.
in order to convince them to look into leaving us the fuck alone.
Yeah. Okay.
So could would this work if we have the cruisers screening the rear of the convoy and we have the battleships go to let's say attack the northeast part of the enemy force? I mean, we've got battleships, right?
We
I
have
don't think they
battleships.
do. I think they only got cruisers.
I don't know. I just don't know because we haven't been told yet.
We have 4 battleships.
Yes. Okay, I don't think connection recovered up until now, Tent, so we've been debating a little, but we still don't know much about the British. Much of anything.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, no, what I just mean is composition of red. Do we know anything about that?
So, yes.
Because purple should, like the bluish purple, should probably still be.
Yeah,
2 cruisers,
about
2
3
destroyers.
cruisers. 3 cruisers, 10 destroyers.
So that is the cover force for the convoy, which we spotted earlier. That is red.
Yes.
Okay, and then what about pink and purple? What are they still made up of at this point?
3 or 4 ships with kind of one cruiser apiece.
Okay. Yeah, so no battleships at all, so as long as we survive the night, they are fucked.
Is your current goal to continue on your course and go to Benghazi?
Our current goal is to disengage.
Okay, brilliant. That's all I need to hear. Thank you.
No, you don't.
What do you mean? No?
All destroyers of the covering forces, B and maybe A, I guess, as well, launch torpedo salvos. B will launch at purple and red, A will launch at pink, and whatever's left of the other purple. The more purple and the less blue purple. We do still get to tell you something like that in our orders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and apart from that, just try to consolidate the formation in such a way that we don't risk getting torpedoed.
Oh, it's 2 a.m., boys.
What's it looking like?
You'll see.
I mean, we all the forces have met with each other.
Howdy, folks.
Howdy.
Yeah, so at this point in time, you're both disengaging from each other. The Italians are attempting to launch some torpedoes, but with the range and the British already on the retreat, they will be unable to do so.
Can you share screen, please?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Like, can't we still go blow up their convoy the next day?
What do you mean by the next day?
What the fuck the next day? Time doesn't stop because the scenario ends, right?
Yeah, it does.
This is the next day. It's 2 a.m.
Also, just so you know, the convoy was not actually stuck in Pantelleria.
Who could have guessed?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just swimming past Malta, just carefully with
No, but like
undefended.
10. As far as I can tell, the convoy probably also doesn't do more than 10 miles an hour. And I mean, if the convoy is still at Malta, we can just go to Malta and bombard it.
Mm-hmm.
Come the next day. What's the
Okay,
problem?
let him explain first.
Yeah. So at least kind of how I imagine it's going forward. Obviously, there could be disagreements and stuff. Italian forces, after launching their torpedoes, are going to continue on, and the British ships are already on their way back. So you don't really have an opportunity to do that. They're faster than you, and do you really want to go and do that? At the moment, probably not really, especially when...
Why not?
You realise Malta has substantial anti-ship batteries on its coast, yes? By its ports.
I realize
Please fight
that
us.
Malta has substantial anti-ship batteries, but we somehow managed to bombard it with 2 destroyers, and they came back just fine. So.
Oh yeah, they did not hit ship.
Yeah, but at least they managed to bombard it, even if they didn't hit for shit.
Feel light guns is gonna work. We need dreadnoughts.
And the difference is the Malta port. I mean, you just about see it there. It's like a... I don't know the terminology, but it's surrounded by mountains on 3 sides. You ain't doing that. Plus, the entire British Navy is there at this point in time. So,
and it has no battleships, as far as I can tell.
Currently,
Fight!
Like,
you think you're invincible because you have battleships?
Kriegsspiel. The umpire's word is law. Please allow Tan to explain.
Exactly.
If you have issues, you can carry them later.
Then I will wait.
Yeah, but the Italian ships managed to get support with all their cargo intact, and at least as far as the North African campaign is concerned, they will get their resupply, and it will come in promptly and quickly, very close to their front line. The British ships, their cargo is going to come in delayed due to them having to stop in Malta and wait.
For a day, come on.
Yeah, for a day. In the grand scheme of things, it ain't going to affect too much. As far as casualties, the British did not lose a single ship. They received some pretty damn heavy damage on their Force K on the Aurora and the Lance.
Hey, it's your boy.
It was you.
The Italians lost 2 destroyers from their Force C. One was sunk over here, for those involved with that, and the other one was sunk during its torpedoes run with massive ships over here.
Did I hit anything with that torpedo run?
Yes, that's what most of this damage here is from.
Okay.
You didn't manage to sink anything, unfortunately.
That's too bad.
Yeah. We always want to see some British men sink to the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, so as far as initial deployments go, the British kind of had their main fleet, some stationed at Malta, and the 2 other forces over by the east, and the Italians had theirs up in Sicily and their 2 ports. At least as far as the engagements in the east, these ships pretty much just sailed directly west before they did that massive engagement down there. These destroyers here, they went up, got their ass kicked up here, circled round, and then got their ass kicked up here to a slightly lesser degree. No problem, Baron. I don't know if you're still here, but thanks for coming along. But yeah, they managed to inflict quite good damage from that point in time. Before then continuing on to Benghazi, as kind of previously stated, is what probably going to happen after the end of this battle. Why can't I go about this line? So yeah. Apart from that, kind of every other ship's path is fairly self-explanatory. These kind of went north past Malta, and then back down, once meeting up with these guys. Yeah, it's all self-explanatory from there. As far as the game went,
And the main force was, for the first 5 turns, 8 turns, was stuck with the convoy. Was too slow.
Yeah. But it was reasonable. But I don't think there was any kind of tactical blunders on either side.
So it really is kind of like a tactical and strategical draw.
Yes. So this is based off of the first battle of Citra. I don't know how to pronounce it, which in real life was also a draw. I guess in theory, naval assets wise, the Italians have come off slightly worse, but also
Like,
they
did I
managed to
not damage
diversify.
anything with the battleships?
You did manage to damage these ships quite a lot, but
one of them is crippled, the cruiser.
yeah, but no,
I
it was
mean,
nowhere near to kind of eliminating these two destroyers like the British did. But yeah.
Yeah.
The covers are fine.
Does anyone have any questions, comments, feedback on that game?
I have one.
Yeah, shoot.
I don't. Maybe it's not a question. I'll just say that.
It could also be a comment. I don't care.
Yeah. I'll just say to maybe avoid the talk about technically what if, what not, right? Because it's been going through my head. Technically, if the Italian convoy is sailing to Benghazi, and we figured that much out, we can always outrun the convoy because it's moving slow, go around it, and then basically stop and torpedo and just create like a wall. And it's a stalemate that never ends, right?
Yeah.
So both sides, we could create a situation. That's what I talked with Tan before we finished. There could be a situation where both sides, neither of them gets resupply, or it will be coming very late because it's just we get in front of you, torpedo.
Well,
and
you only have so many torpedoes. You can't reload
no.
them at sea.
No. I understand. It's just we can like slow down enough, I think, till when our convoy can get to like by Crete and basically to Alexandria already.
Look, I was committed to do a charge of the Light Brigade using at least 13 destroyers. So.
Oh, we were too. Trust me, and we were basically infighting, charge or not, and it ended up being we shadow, we don't engage, we just shadow, and at the end when you all like got together, it was like, no, they have 4 battleships. We cannot engage. We're just gonna die. So yeah, it's just maybe we could have just do like 1 or 2 torpedo runs, to basically slow you down because you would be smart enough to like avoid them, and then yeah, and we go back. It's a stalemate.
I just want to say, good game. Thank you for running it. I'm glad I got to play. I enjoyed it. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Yeah,
Good
10
job.
out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 game.
Thank you very much for coming along.
I had a lot of fun.
All right, folks, that's going to be the end of it for us in our live stream. I want to thank you all for checking out the game today. It was a bit of a short game, but also just fine, entertaining in and of its own way. And I hope that we delivered for Zindos who needed that convoy to get through. All right, folks, thank you very much, and we will see you on our next adventure. Goodbye for now.